Hello, what is happening, team? My name is John Denton, if you didn't already know. And yes, it's about time. It's been about a week or so. It's Lana Del Rey time. It's Lust for Life, the album, which has some interesting collabs on it. So I'm very interested to hear this one. Got another different shirt on. Little thing to drink. Is unbelievably hot in the room where I'm recording. Unbearably so, but that's fine. That's fine, because the album's only, well, it's an hour and 12 minutes. So we'll see how I am by the end of this thing. Guys, if you're new around here, please do subscribe. Remember as well, I forgot to say, if you want to see this in its uncut form, along with the other Lana Del Rey reactions, then please do join my Patreon at the $5 tier. All album reactions from now going forward will be uncut over there on Patreon. Please do subscribe. I can't remember if I said that. Follow me, Twitter and Instagram. Should be sliding across the bottom of the screen. Without further ado, let's do this thing.
While cruising, you're part of the past, but now you're the future. Is it crazy? Sometimes you get ready, you get all dressed up to go nowhere in particular.
Listen, you're never going to go wrong with that chord structure. It's the chord structure of all great pop music. There's plenty of videos out there on YouTube explaining why it always sounds good. We know this. Yeah, it sounds like Lana in her lane, I guess.
To be young and in love, it's crazy. But you get ready, you get all dressed up.
There's some interesting stuff going on in the very distance in the production. In terms of lyrics, I mean, it's a fairly simple song. It's a fairly simple song structurally. The chorus hits, but it doesn't soar. This feels, it's okay. It's a strong start, don't get me wrong, but it's not knocking me over like some of her other music from Ultraviolence and Born to Die particularly.
Make me go crazy, crazy, crazy. I get ready, I get all
It's pretty good actually.
to go nowhere in particular. Doesn't matter if I'm not enough for the future or the things to come, 'cause I'm young and in
Okay. It's a solid start, didn't blow me away. Now we have the Lust for Life full reaction on the channel as well, but I'll listen to it again. I like to do the whole projects in this type of situation without skipping tracks. So just excited to hear it again, to be honest.
'Cause we're the masters of our own fate. We're the captains of our own souls. Take off all of your clothes. They say only the good die young.
Yeah, the chorus is just fucking gorgeous in this track, absolutely gorgeous. Interesting as well, there's like pulsing synths behind. It's a beautiful song, and it has like this kind of beautiful nostalgic tinge to it, especially with the dancing on the H of the Hollywood sign and stuff like that. But the synths behind it just give it a slightly ominous edge to just make you feel, is everything quite right here? Is everything all right?
'Cause we're the masters of our own fate. Stay right. 'Cause we're having too much fun. Take off all your clothes. Take off, take off. And I lust for love, and I lust for love, and I lust for love, and I lust for love.
Yeah, gorgeous song. The combination of the two just works so well. The way their voices work, their harmonies, everything like that. Would like to hear them sing more music together, to be honest. Sing more music, make more music together. It's too hot in here. I'm going to have to open a window.
It took 13 beaches to find one empty. Maybe only then do I let myself recline.
Here we go. Unusual melodic structure, amazing tone, that's never in question. Intelligent lyrics with double meanings and weirdness in a production, but accessibility all the same. That's what makes her stand out. This already seems to be fitting into that more so than the previous two songs. I like the previous two songs, but here we go. It's just that bit weirder, and then just even that line, only then do I let myself recline, obviously on the beach, but you know, it's allowing yourself to relax. the paparazzi? Does she want the paparazzi? You know, there's all sorts of interesting things to unpack there, and that's what makes it so interesting, because you listen through and you go, okay, I know what she's saying, but do I know what she said? Okay, and then the poetry to her lyrics is what is fascinating. So I'm already more into this track than the others so far.
Across that county line, it hurts to love you. I'd be lying if I kept hiding that I've been
Ooh, here we go. Production that sounded like Orbital or something like that. Now that's going way back in kind of electronic English, British electronic music. But yeah, you don't listen to some of their older stuff, just like soaring, kind of beautiful, transient electronic music before EDM came in and ruined everything. Really, really rating this song.
But you still can find me if you ask nicely.
So as there she's coming to terms, it took so long to find this beach. If we're taking it literally, the literal part of the song. Took 13 beaches to find one empty, but finally I'm fine. Past Ventura and lenses plenty in the white sunshine. So she can't get away from the paparazzi. The paparazzi. But also I'm taking it as a double meaning. It's taken this long to kind of find comfort in who she is at the moment. Perhaps it's taken so long looking for something in her life, whether it's relationships or anything like that, just to find some peace. And all the stuff that's coming with it, I've come to terms with it a bit more. I'm not taking it as completely literal, because why would I?
The fact that I can't deal, and that I've been dying, it hurts to love you. The fact that I can't deal.
Brilliant track, loved it.
I said real life. It's like feeling no fear when you're standing in the face of danger, 'cause you just want it so much. Attached pieces when I'm with you, I fall to pieces.
This is what I'm talking about. Not only do we have the chord structure and everything like that, and the tone again, but here we got Lana talking about the power of, you know, falling for somebody real hard, but also the fucking sorrow and the fucked upness that she's experienced within that as well. All of my peaches are ruined. You know, I fall to pieces, positive and negative. That working so well with the music. I was a bit worried with those first two tracks. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I like Lust for Life, I was like, okay, this is going to be a bit too simple. But we're good now.
And all of my peaches are your pieces, bitch. I fall to pieces. Peaches are ruined, bitch. Are ruined, bitch.
Brilliant. Again, yeah, so powerful and unusual and haunting, and I'm sure relatable to women who've experienced that sort of feeling a lot. And, you know, it conjures up, she paints a picture that I can feel. Can't relate to what she's feeling as a man, but at the same time you kind of can. I don't know how to describe that. I'll find out some adjectives at some point. I'll figure it out. It's really hot. It's so hot in here.
It's a bummer 'cause I didn't call when I got your number, but I liked you a lot. So your white Mustang, your white Mustang, you Armageddon 'cause you held me in your arms just a little too tight. That's what I thought.
So is this sort of reminiscing about a lot of the relationships she was talking about in Born to Die? I've got the genius, I'm sort of clicking between it and just trying to enjoy the music. You guys can fill me in a little bit in the comments. Again, similar subject matter to the previous song, but the way she paints that picture, man, like it's so elegant, because she's never too matter of fact about it. It's all kind of wrapped up in poetry. It's wrapped up in imagery. but the music always matches the tone of it.
Mustang, you revving it, revving it, revving it up, and the sound it was frightening. Mustang. It kinda hit me like lightning.
Yeah, short little slice of beautiful songwriting there that harks back to her previous work and again just conjures those images that she's so good at doing. Okay, interesting one here. A$AP Rocky and Playboi Carti, also known as Playboi Carti on this channel. No idea what to expect from this, to be honest.
To leave if you wanna leave, or to stay if you wanna stay. Can't get you out of my veins. Daisy chains, hip hop in the summer. Don't be a bummer, babe. Be my undercover, babe.
The bitch you dating, let's skip the games, let's put the plan, boo, let's get acquainted. Notifications in place even when we on vacation. Melly rock, she just might become my lover for real. I might fuck
It's
her.
a crazy combination of like spacey trap music, aesthetically luxurious trap music as well, and Lana's music. What a weird combination. But considering the stuff that I like and I listen to a lot, there's no surprise that I'm liking this a lot. I'm interested to know what her fans who just want to see her singing normal music think of this track. But for me, I'm loving it. Let's bring the mic closer. Take it back a bit.
I might fuck with her all summer for real. They bet not holler if I cuff her for real.
Come on.
High tops in the summer. Don't be a bummer, babe. Black beaches, highlights and black beaches, and blood red sangrias. We travel for weeks just to escape your demons. But high tops in the summer. Don't be a bummer, babe. Don't be a bummer. Hip hop in the summer. Don't be a bummer, babe.
The other reason I like this, other than the combination of artists and how brilliantly it's produced and how brilliantly it's put together and her amazing flow in that verse, which was just the perfect combination of her plus a little bit of a slight hip-hop flow without ever leaning or it feeling wrong, but it also sounds quite a lot like the trip-hop music that was coming out of the UK and Bristol in particular in the 90s, which was massive music in the UK, like Portishead and other artists like that. Portishead being a big one for me, one of my favourite groups of all time, which was beats like this with beautiful singing and unusual, like slightly off-kilter production and spacey elements and stuff like that. Go back and listen to Dummy by Portishead if you've not. I'd recommend it if you like this song. So not only do I like it for like the modern reasons, but I like it for those reasons because that is like some of my favourite music ever. I love this song, man. Immense track for me. We've got Rocky on this one as well. Okay, let's go.
You're in the bar, playing guitar. I'm trying not to let the crowd next to me. You're in the club, living it up. I'm trying not to let the crowd notice me. You look up, I know what you're thinking of. I'm feeling
Fucked up reverse stalker song. Brilliant.
my baby there next to me. It's so sweet, pouring you a drink. Love, you want my groupie love.
Roll every show like a hype man. Sing along word for word, watch my bag. Side stage, fans screaming causing migraine. Die.
Again, you can interpret this. Well, certainly I'm interpreting this in two different ways. These two artists work so well together, by the way. No surprise given some of Rocky's like other musical influences and things like that. But I was taking it as like she's like a stalker, is obsessed, and then when she's like, "Oh, you've got me, I'm there by your side," because she's listening to the music while she's doing whatever she's doing, getting more obsessed. But also the literal way that these people are in a couple. And then Rocky's verse made it feel a bit more literal about that, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm still taking it as that duality, and especially given the kind of that first verse, I'm like, no, she's not. She's a stalker. She's a stalker. G-Eazy apparently, okay.
Making love while I'm making good money. Sobbing in my cup of coffee cause I fell for another loser.
G-Eazy. G-Eazy gets hammered in music, right? I mean, there's that Halsey song that's out right now, or was just out, which destroys him. And here we go, he's getting called a loser here. I mean, this guy, this idiot. Chorus is amazing. Yeah, enjoyable track, really strong chorus. Just this cheesy guy, man. I only know about him through the songs where people destroy his character. I don't really know any of his music. So there we go.
I was at Coachella, leaning on your shoulder, watching your husband swing in time. I guess I take my time for the climb up to the top of it. Doesn't take a genius to know what you've got going and to not want to lose it cause they lost them.
Just got me in my thoughts, I guess, this song, about what it's about necessarily. Interesting as well to say it's like she'd sacrifice it all to be able to ask God one question. It's a fascinating concept, but obviously tying it in with Stairway to Heaven, the Led Zeppelin references and everything like that, I'm not too sure if that goes deeper. In terms of the actual sort of structure and musicality of this one, on first listen it's not hitting me that much, but I mean, not every song is going to. Not every song is going to. It's fine, you know, it's always a pleasure just to listen to her.
I traded all for a stairway to heaven. I take my one question. I'd give it all away if he'd give me just one day to ask him one question.
Chilling. It's a hell of a bridge. It's a hell of a bridge. Song-changingly good bridge. Okay.
Sweetest melody on the fire escapes. God bless America. May you stand proud and strong like Lady Liberty shine.
I mean, I'm guessing this is an ironic song, just given sort of, you know, typically how women have been placed in America, especially in the past, perhaps less so now, but also when you've got someone like Trump in charge. I don't want to get too political. Yeah, it feels like she's singing from an ironic place. And again, it's interesting. I don't quite know the exact point she's making yet, but I'm only a minute and a half into the track.
Even walking alone, I'm not worried. I feel your arms all around me. God bless
I'm enjoying all the layers in the production here. The chorus isn't really doing a great deal for me. Not my favourite one of her songs, I've got to be honest. Yeah, give me a hand in the comments there, because there's definitely something to unpack there, and I don't exactly know the point she's trying to make with the song. And bear in mind, it's the first time I've listened to it. I could sit here and just open up the internet and just find out now, but I prefer to read it from you guys, to be honest. Like I say, the chorus didn't hit me that much first time. Maybe that'll be one that grows on me on future listens, but it felt like a song that was really trying to make a point, but it didn't quite hit home for me. But bear in mind, it's a first reaction, it's a first listen, and I always want to be honest on these things, so that's just the way I am on this one. Okay, so you've got the interesting contrast, and this feels like a companion song to the previous song, again, with America being so prominent in the actual chorus, but also in the subject matter. So are we right now in the end of an era, the end of America, I guess, with the political climate, all this sort of stuff? And bear in mind, everything's written before what we're going through right now, which is game-changing and world-changing in its own way, of course. But then, of course, at the beginning, you've got about people coming over in, you know, the 1800s, and colonization or something like that. So it was the end of an era then as well, so you get the duality of the meaning again. I'm sorry, but who's writing choruses like that, really? That's what I'm talking about with her as a songwriter. The slightly more poppy choruses or something like in the previous song, fine, all that, but then you got that? Doesn't sound like anybody or anything. Yeah, fantastic song. Fantastic song. Again, a lot to unpack in the lyrics there that I'm not 100% sure on first time, but to be honest, after thinking about it at the beginning, and again, there is stuff to unpack there, I just wanted to enjoy the contrast between the verses and the chorus and the direction she was going with the melody. Again, I'll go and listen to that again and try and figure out exactly what she's trying to say. But yeah, between those two songs, definitely got something to say on this record, sort of beyond her own experiences, which is interesting. Stevie Nicks on this one, which is going to be an interesting and pretty apt combo.
Green is the planet from the eyes of a turtle dove. Till it runs red. Just a video game. But we're just beautiful people with beautiful problems.
Again, irony. There's a lot of irony in this album, and that seems to be a theme that's being carried through even from the title of the album.
Blue is the color of the shirt of the man I love. He's hard at work. My heart is soft. My past is rough. And when I love and get a feeling, something close to like a sugar. Yeah, we've gotta try. Beautiful problems, God knows we've got them. So beautiful.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, that track didn't do a lot for me. It was very repetitive in the chorus, and the chorus didn't really do much. It was interesting to hear the two together, and that was kind of cool. Especially, you know, just given their own sort of profiles. Obviously, Stevie Nicks way before my time, but still. But the chorus it just did nothing for me, and it was a bit too repetitive, and that's kind of something that I'm finding from this album. There's some songs that are really hitting for me, from 13 Beaches to the Summer Bummers to the When the World Was at War, We Kept Dancing, and there's some that are just kind of like, yeah, they're not really doing so much, from Love to this one. You know, it's kind of a bit of an up and down project so far, and it is a very long project as well, longer than all the others, so At this point, I'm hoping for, you know, I'm kind of hoping for at least 2 more really strong ones to end the project. I will still come away from the album liking it, but I'm not holding it up to the same level as a Born to Die or the same level as an Ultraviolence, I don't think. But hey, who can be that consistent? No one.
Hey, what you doing? Not alive. If I had my way, you would always stay. And I
was going to say, I mean, it sounds very, very, very Beatles, and it's with Sean Lennon.
Hey, what you thinking? Penny for your thoughts.
I hate his voice. I hate it. I've got to be honest. I remember him from back in the day, and I didn't like him then. You know, I'm not the biggest Beatles fan, and of all the Beatles singers, John Lennon was my least favourite. George Harrison guy. But yeah, I kind of was a bit worried that I wasn't going to like this one.
out in your country house. We play guitar in your
This is definitely my least favourite Lana Del Rey song. Easily.
tomorrow never came.
Just gonna pretend that song doesn't exist. On to the next one.
The banker's heart tonight, the city by the bay.
Okay, well immediately I feel like we're back on course.
Flying to the moon again, dreaming about heroin. How I gave you everything. Life rocked me like Motley, bad beginning to my new year. Life rocked me.
Didn't really want to stop this. I was just transfixed, to be honest. Is this song actually about heroin? Is this song about a relationship? Is it about both? Is it about neither? I like her music when it makes me think like that, but also just had my eyes shut and was being transported to California at night time. Really, that's where I was. That's where I was at that moment. God knows what it looks like on camera. Just got his eyes shut, probably.
It's fucking hot, hot. Winter in the city. Something about this weather made these kids go crazy. Oh, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't sick of it. Really changed. Like I could change. All of my evil ways and shit.
Wow, wow. Do you know what? There's a phenomenal 40-minute album in here, because that song was just a masterclass in songwriting, and it was a gentle, somber song. You know, it did hit a little bit, but it didn't exactly like knock you over like some of her music. It was all within a certain range, but the pictures that it painted, I was just gone. I was gone. I don't know what the reaction is. There isn't a reaction. It's just the man with his eyes shut. But hopefully you know that's as real as some of the other reactions that I get from music. I don't know how you follow that, to be honest, with 2 more tracks. We're about to find out, I guess.
It's coming in softly on the wings of a bomb. There's something in the wind, I can feel it blowing in, and it's coming in strong. Lately I've been thinking it's just someone else's job to care. Who am I to sympathize when no one gave a damn? Don't know what it's from. Now we finally slow down. We feel close to it. Who am I to sympathize when no one gave a damn? I've been thinking it's just someone else's job to care. Enough to just be where we are. because every time that we run, we don't know what it's from. Now we finally slow down. Whenever it does, we'll be here for it.
Listen, I know, I guess in a reaction channel, you might expect somebody to be jumping around or making their seat bounce up and down or freaking out or screaming the whole time. And who knows, I'll do that if the song hits me that way. But sometimes, you just got to be honest. And there was no part of me that wanted to pause that song. There was no part of me that wanted to do anything other than shut my eyes. A beautiful, mature piece of songwriting again. And a song that you already know just from hearing it just the once like that. That's going to stand the test of time. I love the name of it, Change, as well, because it is a change. It's different to all of our other music. I'm sure a lot of the music starts like that with a piano and her just singing, and then they build and build and build the layers and change the structure and stuff like that. But there, for over 5 minutes, just beautiful. I thought it was actually a very familiar melody when it hit the chorus. But I can't quite remember what song it is, because that is my special move, knowing that I recognise a melody or a sample and not knowing where it's from, but then it changed after that. But regardless, yeah, that was a hell of a piece of songwriting. Now, talking about a hell of a piece of songwriting, I know there's a lot of controversy around this track now, Get Free, so I'm going to listen to it. But I am aware of the controversy around it.
Out of the sea, in the darkness from the arts, modern manifesto.
It is ridiculous. Like, it is just the same song as Creep. I mean, I don't know what to say. It is. You may only be seeing this on the Uncut. This might get blocked on YouTube given all the drama. It sounds good, but that's because Creep's an amazing song. Weird one. Weird one.
Cause they were caught up in the dance.
I mean, this bit doesn't sound anything like it, but I'm just too distracted now. Like, I asked for 2 great songs out of the final 4, and that's exactly what I got. Not sure on that one, controversy aside, didn't really work for me, and I don't like the Sean Lennon one, but the other 2 were absolutely incredible. I think I'll reiterate my point. I think there's a phenomenal 40 to 45 minute album in here, and the rest of the songs just didn't really do a great deal for me. They're fine, but I am, when an artist gets to this part of their career, I'm very much a kind of less is more type of person. Like, fine-tune everything at the beginning, get everything out there, but when you get a bit bigger, you get to that point, fine-tune everything. That's for me, and you could have cut 4 or 5 songs out of there and it'd been fucking perfect. But lest we not forget, those songs are still there. I can make my own album and just take out the other songs. So, you know, ultimately you can see from the reactions the songs that really hit me, from the 13 Beaches, the Cherry, to the Summer Bummer, which is a very different type of thing but hit me. Groupie Love, fantastic. Coachella really worked for me in the end. I can't remember in my feelings if I like that or not. I have to go back and listen. When the World Was at War. And then, yeah, the amazing Heroin and Change. But then you got Get Free, Tomorrow Never Came, Beautiful People, Love. They were fine as well. I didn't like the Sean Lennon one, but the rest of them were alright. But, again, listen. Am I a huge fan of the artist? Absolutely. Am I very excited about hearing the latest album? Norman F. and Rockwell, absolutely. Am I excited that suddenly there's an announcement for a September the 5th release for a new album? I mean, talk about timing. My whole channel just keeps, this just keeps happening. It's so crazy. And I know there are other songs and things that I need to react to, but I'm going to do all the albums, and then we can go back and do other stuff. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for the incredible support on these videos. The views have been crazy. The support and kind comments have been crazy. Please do come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Chat to me there. If you wanted to see this reaction in its uncut form, as well as all the previous Lana reactions and all album reactions going forward on my channel in uncut form, then that's there for the $5 tier on Patreon. The entire support structure for a channel where all of the videos do get their revenue taken by the labels, and if you know, you know. If you made it all this way on the YouTube version, please do subscribe to the channel. We're going up and up and up, which is fucking phenomenal, to be honest. And guys, Thank you very much for watching. I've been John Denton. I'll catch you on the next video, alright? Stay safe. Peace.